2669, the Gemini sector, between the Terran frontier. The Terran frontier, between the Kilrathi Empire and the unknown.
And what is it, huh? Is it a smuggler far off the normal space lanes? Maybe a bad smuggler with some nice contraband.
Sorry, boys. I'm just a tourist with a frag nav console. Could you tell me where I am?
Deep in trouble, little tourist. Prepare to be boarded.
Not a chance, pal. Prepare to go to hell.
Who are you that flies so good? Are you insane?
No, it's just got a load of cargo in the hold and a load of bills to pay at home.
And I the same. You shouldn't kill me just for attacking you.
I don't mind that you tried to kill me, but protecting myself against your type gets expensive, and I'm on a budget.
Love that line. Oh, ominous. Yeah, I'm sure that will never come up into playthrough. Uh-oh. Oops, I gotta get that calibrated. Oh, jeez. Joystick. All right. Up or left? Press button. All right. All right. So, welcome to Wing Commander Privateer. This is one of my favorite Wing Commander games. It is not the most epic of storylines, but the very fact of like the kind of freedom and choices that you have, well, not the grandest of scales compared to like especially what we can do today, but like back then, like this was a heck of a game. It was like focused in because there was like the original Elite and such that like were wide open, but Wing Commander Privateer was kind of struck that nice balance between you're on your own, but it's not necessarily overwhelming. I'm gonna do the stupid thing. Anytime spam, I always try to use my email address because they just see Devil Hunter Wolf and they're just like, "Oh, this is your name, right? You're Devi the Hunter, right?" So that'll be my name. And call sign, of course, is Wolf. I mean, I wish I could say different of humanity, their Phoenix, but like, I mean that because that's two sides of the same coin. Because you've got humanity being like, oh, we're way out of our depth and gourd, but we're also like the whole point of humanity is like how we've evolved. The use of tools, intelligence. So yeah, I can kind of see that there happening. All right. Welcome to one of the mining bases. I forget. This is Achilles. Oh, the go to our. We are on the Achilles mining base in the Troy system, Humboldt Quadrant. Because there are actually 4 quadrants to explore in this one, and quite a number of systems. So basically, this is kind of like our starting area. You know, it's not too difficult or anything like that. We cannot presently leave the system because we have no jump capabilities. But yeah, that opening scene was not also just a throwaway line. We're not doing so great. Oh, backstory. So essentially what happened, there's a long like overarching like not a full novel, but basically a novelization story about what happened before. Long story short, we were part of a crew. The crew was attacked by should be the retros. I'll get more into that in a little bit. So basically the crew and ship were basically hammered and most of the crew died. Basically we were like the last survivors. So our previous work was gone. We had no job. But we got a communication from a uncle, I think it was, who left us a little bit of money and a ship if we ever came out to the Troy sector. Troy system. Because sector is the no, that's quadrant. I don't think I'm getting my things mixed up. But anyway, so we got here and we find out it's the Tarsus, a very old model exploratory ship. It's not a fighter. It's not a big cargo holder. It's very out of date, even for civilian standards. Because we're not in the military. Surprise, surprise, yes. When command and privateer, we are just private citizens. Just trying to make a buck and trying to survive out here. But we have got good flight skill, so that is what we're going to do. That is what, I think the character's name is Barrows, if I remember correctly. Code name is just Brown Hair. Let's see. But yeah, so essentially we've got one and only one very weak laser, a missile launcher, and dumbfire missiles which have no tracking. So how the heck we won that last battle is beyond me. Maybe the other 5 were better missiles. Yeah, kind of catching up with what you're writing there, Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Hunting dangerous wildlife because it's fluffy. Not that I have a wolf plush right here or anything like that. It's like, yeah, humans have no history of petting dangerous wild animals, right? Wish. Yeah, we've gone through millennium. The centuries are 100, millennium. Yeah. Human beings are quite hardy sometimes. Just too bad we don't do better things with that information. Anyway, back to what we're doing here. A basic level 1 shield generator and some basic armor. That is all we've got. Kind of go through a little bit. There's lasers, which are weak, but don't consume a lot of energy. And they're pretty speedy as well. Like the manual actually has all the full detailed information about like how fast they travel, what is their energy draw, and how much damage they do per shot. Next up is the mass drivers, which fire a little slower, use a little more energy, but they're a little bit more powerful. Meson blasters, which I would say are your next step up for efficiency and power. They fire decently quick. They comparatively don't use a lot of energy for the amount of damage that they're able to put out. Neutron guns are slow, powerful, and use a lot of energy. but still not the most powerful on the block. Particle cannon, another higher damage, higher energy, but this one is a little bit more efficient than the neutron, and I think it fires a little faster as well. But as you can see, the price jumped up to double, so yeah, they're also pricey for that damage as well. Tachyon cannons, the next level of efficiency. Expensive, but they fire quick, they travel fast, and they pack a decent amount of punch. Ionic pulse cannon is kind of like your neutron cannon of the higher end, almost. Fire a little slower than the tachyons, use quite a bit of energy, and pack a little bit of a punch. But that's still not compared to the plasma gun. Slow as all get out, a lot of energy draw, don't fire very fast, but if they hit hard. So kind of depends. So you can outfit your ship basically to, well, pricing within reason, within your range, of course, to how your playstyle is. Do you like being able to shoot a lot and quick? Do you like to do your one-shot big damage loads? It's all up to you. The Tarsus does have room for two ordnance launchers, whether it's a missile launcher or a torpedo launcher. Torpedoes actually work a little different in this world, in the privateer world. In prior games, torpedoes were more of like your capital ship killers. Like they take a long time to lock on, and they don't travel very fast. I don't know if it's something different between consumer spec and military spec, but it's almost the opposite. Torpedoes launch fairly fast. Like there's no lock on required. They obviously just fire straight, they don't lock on. But they also pack a hell of a punch. This would be stronger than any gun. Just the downside is, of course, that one, you have to aim manually at what you're hitting, and two, you have limited resources because you have to arm the proton launcher. Proton torpedo launcher. Some will keep the missile launcher because it is pricier. I like to do the torpedo strat early on because we've got limited cash. This laser and dumbfires ain't gonna do much good. Yeah, it's not my preferred starting point. I'm gonna jump into the software booth, which is easy to miss if you don't know to look for it there, because this pops up and you don't think, oh, showroom, that's where it came from. But the small little section that you can, yeah, relatively small compared to what's around there. Is the radar booth. It says software, you think might just be something else, but yeah, this is where you can get maps of the other quadrants and the three different manufacturers of radars. We have the Iris, but in cell mode, it says cell. Iris Mark II. The Iris line is a black and white radar. You cannot tell who is friendly and who is foe just by the radar alone. All you see is just gray dots everywhere. So you have to open up communications lines to find out if somebody's friendly or not. Or just pay attention to who's shooting you out of the sky. So, there are 3 levels of each one. I'll kind of go through here, the 3 levels, and I'll explain the other ones. First level, you have, this is the most basic of radars. No lock-on and no auto-targeting. So you can't even use a missile launcher with this because it has no locking capabilities. Like, you can't hit L to lock even to keep your target in frame. So you lose frame of your enemy, you can get easily mixed up with whoever else is on there. And when your radar is black and white, it's very easy to accidentally lock onto somebody else. Because out here in the private sector, you can come across people using the same ship, even if they're on different sides than you. So you could be aiming at an enemy, lose track of them, and think you're still chasing that enemy, but then you start shooting a good guy instead. like the local militia. So, yeah, being able to lock your target is important, even if you're not using a missile. Level 2 adds in locking capabilities, so you can use a missile launcher if you want, and you can keep track of your target. Level 3 has the already said locking mechanism, but also you get a targeting system. For those who are watching Commander 3, which I would hope you were, because we were just playing it, that is that green reticle that you always saw. Different to Wing Commander 3, which almost seems like a step down when you really think about it. Each gun has its own targeting. Not like individuals, but of the type. So right now we have a laser. So all the lasers will have one color-coded targeting system to guide you on where to lead your shots at. And each type of gun, so laser, mass driver, masons, and so forth through the list, all have their own color, so you can see where you need to aim for each one. Again, because they all travel at different velocities, so they all hit at different times. You gotta lead your targets accordingly. The iris still being black and white means that you just see gray for everything. So if you have two different types of guns, you're still going to see gray. But at least, hey, you have some idea of where to aim. This is not worth it. I don't know. Unless you're trying to go for a specific challenge to yourself, going to the third level on the iris line is not good. The hunter line, on the other hand, adds in the color coding between red and blue, between friendlies and enemies. Glad you made it home, Phoenix. Now you can rest proper, kick off your shoes, lay down, whatever you need to do. Hydration, eat in peace, in case you didn't eat in the car when you were waiting for your headache. Yeah, the hunter line adds in color coding for enemies and friendlies, which is very important. Well, important is depending on how much your budget is. But same thing with the prior level 1. Level 1 has no locking capabilities. But at least if you lose your target, you know who's a friendly in that. Level 2 adds in the locking, and level 3 adds in the targeting. I believe it still does not have full gun coloration. I never end up getting to this one, because usually the one I aim for early on is the Hunter AW6i here. So we get the color coding and we can lock on for missiles. Because after that is where we see other improvements. So I can't speak if this one has the level 3 of this has the full gun color coding or not. It may or may not, because the B and S line have full radar color, full gun coloration for the targeting. Of course, you need level 3 for that. Level 1, no locking. Level 2, locking. Level 3, locking and targeting. You get friendlies, enemies, missiles, and bases are all color-coded. I'm trying to think. I think there's something else that's color-coded in there, but yeah, you get full coloration of everything on your radar. So you know if a missile is coming your way, friendlies coming up behind you, if an enemy's coming behind you, you get the whole everything. That is where, after you really start making some cash, where the money will go. At least for me, anyway. Obviously, because it is your own game, you get to choose what you want. If you don't care about having the full coloration, you don't have to. Yeah, right now we just have basic locking, which you could sell for 20,000 and then buy the other one for 10,000, so you'd have 10,000 credits to spend with. But again, my perspective is that we don't have the ability to tell who's friendly and not, so if we can keep a lock on who we confirm is an enemy, all the better, I'd say. Yeah, if I knew I was going to do this much talking, I would have played Space Quest instead. And that's spacey. Different kind of spacey, but it is. So yeah, we're not going to do anything in here. And then we also, of course, only have the Humboldt quadrant map. We are right here, if memory serves. Because yeah, each of these is a jump point. You can kind of see. I'll go to buy mode so I can do that. As you can see how they'll kind of connect outwards. That's the opposite corner. So, where is it? Because this one, if you go to the right, lines up to over here in the Potter quadrant. And then upwards there into the Clark quadrant. And then over here. I think what's confusing me is that they've got the path line over here. But you can't leave this sector. So yeah, that's what confused me, because they got actually both these have lines to leave, but you can't leave. So those ones are basically non-accessible paths. All right, and then you can kind of see the whole thing here of all quadrants. You can see the red with the Kilrathi sector there. That is what that means. It's not red just because for coloration. It means that is where the Kilrathi border is. So if you go over there, you will run into nothing but Kilrathi. And when you're just any old civilian, they're dangerous. The military has trouble with them. UP Public, especially with the ship we got, not a good idea to go after the Kilrathi. Yeah, that sounds about right in Phoenix. We are disgusting, and at least our mouths are. Okay, but back to our strategy here. Because we can't tell who's friendly and not, and everything's so expensive right now, I actually sell off the missiles and the missile launcher. And also the one laser. Because basically you have enough money to just basically put a second laser up, but I don't think that that's very effective at this time. So we'll load up the torpedo launchers and torpedoes. You do 10 per, so we get 20 total. And basically just enough for a couple of Masons. So let's go further in here. Now that we've gone through the missiles, the standard 4 Wing Commander missile types are here. Dumbfire, which are supposed to pack a punch, but they just fly straight. They don't, especially not compared to the torpedoes. They are very weak. They're just, let's say they're cheap, but torpedoes are still a little bit cheaper too. And if you have a missile launcher anyway, you can afford to upkeep missiles for that. Why would you buy the dumbfires? Again, personal challenge. Heat seekers have to lock on from the engines, so from the rear of the ship. The consumer lock-ons is actually a little bit weirder, because you just get a diamond shape inside of your reticle saying it's locked on. It basically is almost an instant lock. So they're slightly better. Image Rex follows the shape of the ship. A little bit of a spin, though, to the Privateer universe. Remember how I said some people fly the same ship? So yeah, image recognitions go off of the shape of the ship. So there's a ship called the Talon that multiple factions will use. So if your missile is looking only for a Talon ship, and another Talon ship flies in front of it, it may go after that one instead, which could be a friendly. My usual series my Wing Commander 3 favorite is not necessarily the best choice of action in this game, because you could accidentally fire a missile at a friendly, and then they ain't so friendly anymore, I'll tell you that. Then we have the friend or foe missile, which will go after anything as long as it's basically a foe. So you shoot at a foe, it's going to go after a foe. Shoot after a friendly, it's going to go after a friendly. But you don't have to worry about these suddenly turning around and targeting your friendly. They just may not go after the right ship. Sorry about that. And context, when I say right ship, I mean the foe that you fired at, if it gets closer to a different one. Not like the biggest concern, like it's not like it happens all the time or anything. But yeah. And then shield generators are a separate purchase as well. I know where this is real boring. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get through this initial. I don't even know if I'm going to do a full playthrough of this yet. I will be doing this because I love this game, but I don't know if this is actually my next project. So we'll just ignore what I just said. Shield generator, they do by certain levels. So the higher the level, the more punishment it can take, but also the more energy draw it requires. So typically you want to balance it with engine upgrades. Engine upgrades means you generate more energy for your guns, your afterburners, and your shields. If your shields and engines are not balanced 1-to-1, they will have a significant drain when they're trying to recharge. And your guns will also have significant drain as well. Basically not a good time. But 10,000 credits to our 1,000, there ain't no haggling here. Not that we had a good position to haggle anyway. Afterburner, yes, that is a separate purchase. You do not get afterburners for free. That is a military standard, not ours. The plus side is that, at least on the consumer side, it's not a fuel source. So as long as you have energy to run it and burst it, it will work. So some positives, some negatives. Well, plus then you don't have to buy more fuel. There's already enough things that would be costly in this world. Steel armor is your basic armor. Right now it's fine. There is tungsten armor, which does take a little bit more of a beating, but not worried about that at the moment. Tractor beam. Didn't really see that in the Wing Commander 3 playthrough, but allows you to pick up salvage or cargo drop from other ships. Can be handy when you're going up against pirates, because, hey, they may drop some other people's cargo. Because, hey, if it's out in space, it's free reign. Jump drive. This is the one we want to save up for, because this will allow us to leave the system once we're ready. Without this, we are stuck in the Troy system. Repair droid is 30,000. It's hard to see against the backdrop of the yellow. Repair droid will repair your ship on the fly. Yeah, remember what our Wing Commander 3 ship would do? Just because it was built in? Yeah, buy a separate droid for that when you're a consumer. Plus side, though, is it does not require any energy. But it's not quite as efficient as the military models, or at least the military system, so it can help you. It can really help you. Like, it will repair things basically back to full. The only thing it can't do is your armor. Your armor is damaged. That's it. It can't do anything about that because that's on the outside. Which is why that extra, more expensive armor can come in handy. Get a repair droid to bring everything else back up to 100%, and then you have some extra armor to spare so you can continue onward. But that's later considerations. ECM packages 1, 2, and 3. These are your anti-missiles. So I was dropping decoy packages in Wing Commander 3 to have the missiles target those. Basically, each of these adds a percentage chance that a locked missile will lose its target. 25% for level 1, 50% for level 2, and 75% chance to lose the lock on package 3. These do not cost any energy. They do not have any ammunition or refills. They just are a passive system. So, very nice. Definitely worth it. Because otherwise, without any, every missile will target you. Level 1 shields can take a single missile, but If you take any hits before that, that means it's going to get right through the shield into your armor. Cargo expansion. Some ships allow you to purchase additional space so you can hold more cargo. Every ship has their own different amount of cargo they can hold. Real quick. Orion. A tank can't hold a lot of cargo. I don't even think it gets a cargo expansion. Expensive to outfit, though. Cheapest ship, but very expensive if you want it to be a tank. Galaxy. This is the cargo holder's dream. Holds a lot of cargo. Doesn't have the most amount of armaments, but can kind of hold its own a little bit. Centurion. This is basically your military fighter for the civilians. Lots of firepower. This has no cargo expansion. Right. I think the Orion still has one. Lots of guns. And it's very maneuverable. Doesn't have the most amount of shields compared to the Orion, but hey, being maneuverable instead of being a big looking tank is sometimes a good thing. Alright. Now that we're out of that, let's find a mission. Or should we go to the bar? Let's get some excitement going on. Defend the base mission. Alright. We gotta remember to look for the Troy system, because this is where we are right now. So we don't want to be taking anything that's out of system, because I was kind of hoping... Oh yeah. So bounty mission showing that out of Troy or Regala system. That does not guarantee they will be in Troy. In fact, I'd almost say you're better off betting that they will not be inside your system. Also, you cannot delete a mission after you've accepted it. And you can only hold 3 missions at once. So, yeah, choose carefully. Sometimes it helps to save before you take some missions. Attack missions. Okay, was this defend the base? So, guaranteed there's going to be action. And it's at Hector. We're at Achilles. So it's at a base that we're not currently at. Important to keep in mind, because if you're asked to defend a base at the one that you're at, guess what's going to happen as soon as you leave the base. So yeah, something to keep in mind. We might take that one. Bounty, attack mission. So attack means you're guaranteed to come across something, and you have to take out whoever's there. So Troy system, nav 3. Okay. Patrol missions means you have to sweep. Excuse me. This is again why I didn't want to play call yet. Yeah, you have to do multiple nav points. You have a mix of guaranteed and not guaranteed. Almost dropped my controller there. That wouldn't have been good. Okay. But yeah, you have to go through each of the 5 nav points. You don't have to kill. It's just that's basically you just have to visit each nav point. But if you don't have any afterburner and your ship is not very fast, good luck trying to get in and out without being destroyed yourself. So something to keep in mind. More credits, but as you can see here, we got to do 5 nav points in the system. So basically, all the nav points that aren't a base, we have to check out if we take that one. Cargo mission. We do not have a jump drive. We can't leave. But, New Detroit. Sounds interesting. We'll keep that in mind for later. Cargo mission. No cargo. Can't do it. Alright, before we take any missions, it is definitely important to save. One. Because, as I said, you cannot remove a mission after you've accepted it. It is stuck in your docket, your computer. Oh, jeez. Not even midnight yet. That's what happens when you're under weather. I'll take the defend the base mission. And then credits is usually an indicative of how difficult it'll be, not always though. Because basically these are like help wanted ads, like, and you're also not guaranteed payment too. But that's fun. I usually get paid though. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so it's not like, oh, you're never going to get paid. Like, yeah, you usually will. All right, so 2.5 points where we're definitely going to see some action. 2. Now, we can reload, load, and check out the mission computer again. And it will give us another set of missions to scan for. So if you don't like the choices that are there, reload, see if what it gets you. Because these are just kind of randomly pulled from whatever kind of pool of mission type and reward system. So attack, defend, and the parry system. No, you can see over 10,000 credits, but we're not getting to the parry system. Patrol. Yeah, no. Now see 5 and it's like 9,000. It's like, oh, that's a lot. That probably means you have more likely chance you're gonna run into something. Because the private sector don't like to pay unless because it's a part of a risk. Oh, let's just stick with the 2. We're not the most outfitted of ships right now, so how about we stick with what we got? Alright, music is calm. Ah, merchants.
Maybe we can do business sometime.
Of course the glitched one would be the first one we hear. Yeah, so every... There's male and female voice for all the different factions. Except there's one line that's misrepresented. In today's world, I would say, maybe not, but like, no, that's... Can't believe the first one we got was the glitched one. Yeah, because otherwise, merchants.
How's it going, friend?
That's what they normally sound like. Yeah. I can't do this I should have shown that in flight. Nah, never mind. But yeah. Start out basically cursor. Oh, the joys of old school joysticks. So yeah, you start out basically neutral with everybody because no one knows who you are and nobody gives a damn about you. You're nobody. But as you keep playing and you know, attack pirates or attack merchants, you can be friendly with different factions. All right, nav 3. Let's go. Oh, yep, guns. Because yeah, when you start out, oh, it is moving on its own. Is it? I was looking at this little like piece of space here. It's not moving on its own now. Yeah, so when you come out, your guns are not enabled, so make sure you enable them before you go into combat. Let's see, we got 2 torpedo banks. Let's roll. And you can see in our little Tarsus ship here, not a lot of viewports, and nothing we can look at behind us. Part of its downsides. Hey, at least somebody else could be there. Oh, they'll never be there, but in theory, these are meant to be in tandem with somebody else. Lock, communicate. That's a pirate. Okay. There they are. Be careful here, because there's a missile lock, and also they're shooting us. Okay. Yeah, alright, taking some damage. It's gonna cost us. Whoa, oh shit. Drain our energy. Oh, this is not good.
You're nailed, pal.
Remember how I said about guns, energy, saw our shields drop? Because we took too much energy out of from our guns shooting. She took it out of our shields. I'm trying to avoid some of this gunfire here. Hit. No. Missed. Yeah. So that's why even it's like, oh, the gun running out. It's okay. I'll just keep firing anyway. No. Consumer ships do not handle that the same way the military ones do. Hit. Yep, it did hit. Whew. Are we even not at the... Okay, that wasn't that point. Are we got credit for it yet? No, not yet. Because you can see, if the mission's still bright red, you did not get credit for it yet. I hope that was the pirate from there. If not... Okay. Alright. Did we get credit for it? Yes, we did. See, it's no longer marked as red. And it tinted to a darker red. Make sure you fulfill the mission. Otherwise, you're like, oh, I took out that pirate. I got it, right? No, because I didn't fulfill getting close enough to it to confirm that's the pirate from that nav point. I would not have gotten paid for that. What is going on with the joystick? Need to recalibrate it. Again, the joys of old school joysticks. Alright, so we got paid for that. Report damage. Our air generators are damaged. Our maneuvering jets are damaged. Shields are damaged. Our targeting radar is damaged. And our thrusters are damaged. Because you can see we were set at 300 clicks per second on the next to the left-hand monitor there, but we're only doing 290. Yeah. Our guns are damaged. Although they're not acting up right now, so they're not too damaged. They just got lightly hit, probably. Destination. Let's go. This is defend the base, so there's definitely going to be somebody here at least. Lock, communicate. Yeah, definitely a pirate. Come on, joystick.
Yeah, you're nailed, pal.
Missed. I'm using a missile. Like that. We can take a missile if our shields are full, but if they're not, like, we take some gunfire. That's why I'm trying to maneuver so the missile hits us in the shields. See how our guns are no longer synced? It's because they're damaged. You should have to worry about them running into us, but I was hoping he was going to go that direction. I'm up for a good hit. Torpedoes, man, I'm telling you. No, still two in there. Where are you? Why are you trying to run into us? You're not a retro. Alright, I didn't go over any of the factions. Oh, joystick.
This crate's about to explode.
I have to defend the base, so I can't try to talk them down. Got him. Alright, cost us 9 torpedoes and some damage. And now it's drift in that direction. Alright, well, the space is right here, so I guess we'll go ahead and land here. We have no cargo, so we're not worrying about trading.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Alright, let's take a look. Let's see how bad it is. Alright, we had, I think 1,000 when we first left, and we're at 90,000. Not so. Repair. 42, alright, not bad. 141, oof. Maneuvering jets are expensive to repair usually. And they're so important, because they're what allow you to move. Yeah, if your maneuvering jets hit too hard, you can't move. You can literally get locked out of a certain direction if you keep getting hit on that one side. Torpedo launcher. If it's functional, you don't have to repair it, but who's to say the next battle isn't going to make it unfunctional? Shield generator, 57. Plasteel. Alright. What about our radar? Yeah, 3. Alright, we came out with about 7,000. Oh, wait. Can't forget our torpedo reloads. Alright, so just shy of 8,000. Just a little less. Overall, not bad for 2 missions. If you look over here, you can actually see that the radar is right there. So you can see where we need to get hit for our radar to take a hit. And of course, the guns being out on front on this one. And so are the torpedo launchers, means front hits hit our guns and launchers. Whereas the radar is at the rear, so something hits in the rear, then that's where we get that damage. That actually does count. That is something accounted for in this game. So some ships, if they have a their guns off to the side, means that they have to hit left and right sides for those to get damage instead. And the Centurion, the radar's right in there, in that little cone there. Let's go ahead and save. All right. All right. One thing I did not go over before, well, actually, there's a couple things: the Merchants Guild and the Mercenaries Guild. Merchants Guild, as you might expect, you need to have a jump drive because you haul cargo. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a merchant's life, they do pay pretty well, and sometimes you can get cargo runs the same place. Something of note: due to the simplistic era, wherever you land, your cargo is just dumped. So even if it's not the right place, they unload it. So you can't do cargo runs to multiple different places. So something to keep in mind. That's something Rebel Galaxy Outlaw kind of gets right. But in this simpler era, they just said you dock at the base, download all your cargo, and that's it. Your mission cargo, I should say. Because, as I said before, of picking up stuff in space, you can just buy cargo to have. These you manage yourself. Basically, you can do a little bit of trading between bases. So if you see, these buy and sell for whatever the price that they're listed at the base. So if I say I buy some iron, I'm just like, maybe I won't, or I need to free up some space. Nope, I'm buying one. There's no penalty on that. There's no resell. It's just commodity trading. These take up space in your hold, so you can only hold as much as your cargo hold allows for. But you can actually get some lucrative trade routes going sometimes, even within the same system. The Troy system has 2 mining bases and an agricultural base. So you could go to the agricultural base, get some food, and the mining place, which is always going to need food, will buy it, and usually at a higher price. The prices do change from time to time. I don't know what the actual factor is behind it, but yeah, you have to kind of keep in mind on what you bought and sold for. Let's see, I don't think I saved after. I don't know if I saved after I did the repairs or not. Yeah, but the other guild, the Mercenaries Guild, if you have a solid trigger finger and a good ship, this is where you're going to get all of your attack and bounty missions. There are fees to join each guild, but it's a one-time fee. Then you can just use their computers at any base that have them. A base is not guaranteed to have them. I should bring that up. Bases don't have to have either of these. They may have one or the other or none. Same thing if some bases don't have to have a ship dealer. And if they don't have a ship dealer, you can't do repairs. That's something you have to worry about here in the Troy system, but things to keep in mind as you expand out into this universe that you may not always have what you're looking for. Usually you'll see at least a bar and a mission computer. Those are basically your guarantees. All the rest are pretty optional. As an in system here, not a problem, but elsewhere, not always. Take another mission here. Alright, cargo, nope. Defend the base. Helen. I did not go to Helen base, so maybe that'll work out for us. Bounty, no. We can't search. We can't go out of system. Cargo, defend. Well, let's take the 2 defend missions. I did say Achilles, right? Finances. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about, like how you're basically neutral for everybody. Except pirates just want to, steal from everybody. Plus, in the intro, we did kill some pirates, so I can see why they'd be upset with us. And Kilrathi hate any Terrans, whether you're from the Sol system or not. They don't care. They just don't want humans. You can become neutral with them, and apparently friendly, but you basically have to piss off everybody else to do it. Not usually a good idea, especially starting out. Yeah, but otherwise, you can become friendly with most of these. Retros in the first one, I think you can. Not that you want to. Oh, retros. So I should go over who they are. They also go by their title of the Church of Man. Basically, what they are, their whole thing is that we have become too dependent upon technology. We need to return to simpler times. Hence, the nickname of the retro. Except they're a bunch of hypocrites. Because for as much as they're preaching about we need to go to simpler times, dismantle this, dismantle that, don't use this, don't use that, they have no problem with using all these ships and high-tech weapons for their own means. So they do not practice what they preach, which is why most people stay clear of them or consider them to be the nut jobs that they are. More on that in the expansion pack, Righteous Fire. Because, yeah, Privateer did receive a full story expansion of extra weapons, further capabilities for each ship in terms of like shield levels and such. Yeah, and voiced missions too. Missions, yeah. Speaking Achilles, we're at the other one because we started in Achilles. Yep, Helen. Manifest. Okay, we can hold 100 in our Tarsus. Not bad. Did I save my after mission? I don't think I did. So we're at Hector. Yeah, I thought it was Hector, but I wasn't sure. Alright. We got another set of missions. We do have full reload and repair. Let's go. Oh, more, where are you? More merchants.
Just a passing merchant. Don't get jumpy.
Yep, the responses do change. Of course, if you're, they consider you an enemy, a neutral, or a friend. Navigation. What am I doing? Alright, so... Yeah, the joysticks. So let's go to Achilles first. It's calm, but when we were earlier in base... Nav screen, it's not very happy, though. Colonel Blair must have been drinking again. Alright. Nav 2. Let's go. Well, we got here immediately. Lock, communication, pirate, yep. There you are, I see your little blip there. Trying to stay away from the base. Do not take the rest of that. That probably would have been a good torpedo time. Missile lock. Ding this on the side still. That's 2 missiles, so that's all these should have. Because, like, from the front cutscene, you can also see it on the top left there. Kind of see, like, how the schematics of the ship show kind of like 2 guns at the front and a missile on each wingtip. But just like the opening cutscene showed us, they do have missiles on their wings. So 2 missiles and they're out. So I knew we were safe after that. Port damage, maneuvering jets. Yep, right side 1. But because, right side. That launcher got a little bit of a ding. Let's switch to that one, just to make sure we're using what's active and working at the moment. Back to our nav screen. Go to Helen Agricultural Base. We met something on the way. Pirates. Couple of them. So, because these are not actual scripted attack ones, these do not have the particle cannon. I just saw the missile that was tracking me. So they just got lasers and mass drivers. I mean, you still gotta be careful. They'll still pick at you. Okay. Torpedo worked there. Lock them on. Alright, just one-on-one. I think we got this one. The ship is still as strong, like, defensive-wise, like the amount of armor in that. But just the armament is not, Damn, my damn shield's been down. Really need to get that engine upgrade as soon as I can. But then we don't have to worry about that. Problem is, I don't know who wasted their missiles. Got him. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, and you can see where we're at. We got this at Nav 8 as we're flying between 2 and 6. Yeah, and it's a wild world out there. You don't know if you're going to get attacked on the way to your destination. That's why it's important to be careful where you're going. Try not to go through too many zones that you haven't been through before. Fuck, that's definitely a pirate. This is our scripted one, so, yep, here. Missile took our front. Damn, our right side.
Yeah, you're nailed, pal.
Alright, you lost your missile, so... Still got quite a few torpedoes, buddy. Avoid some of that particle cannon fire. Now, so I'm speaking of how our shields are kind of going down just because of our energy draw. You can, if you have a higher level shield, actually drop them down a level so they use less energy.
Damn, you're ripping me apart.
Of course, if you're at shield level 1, putting them down a notch means 0. So don't do that by accident. Alright. That was successful. Report damage. That's how I remember it, because it's R for that screen. Just our maneuvering jets and our torpedo. Not bad overall, considering. Didn't use too many torpedoes either. Alright. Get to our automatic things. And you can see our armor, though, on the right side. Couple good hits, and it's down to less than half.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Alright, we landed. Actually, let's take care of repairs first. Ship dealer. Yep, Merchants Guild. No Mercenaries Guild here. Oh, I go to the bar. Ship dealer. Alright. Launcher. Even though we weren't hurt too bad on being able to maneuver, to say he's maneuvering jets. That's why I was like, yeah, their repairs can cost you a pretty penny. That's like one of the mission costs as it was. But we need to be able to maneuver out in space, so Got our torpedoes back. Do we have enough? Was it 10,000? Yes, it was. Engine upgrade 1. Now we have balanced engine and shield draw, which means we won't see our shields just randomly drop like that unless we're just being absolutely reckless with our gunfire. Means our shields will recharge better, our energy trough or our guns will be better. That's why these engine upgrades are very important. And good rule of thumb is to have them balanced between level of shield and level of engine. So like if I wanted a level 2 shield generator, I could. But that means I'd be back in the same situation I was before I bought this engine upgrade. Okay, I don't think that... Nope, that didn't take any damage. So overall, we got ourselves an upgrade. A very worthy upgrade. Because I already did the selling shenanigans to get us some Mason blasters. We're actually not doing too bad on guns right now, too. Might do one.
Here is your rehydration solution.
Oh, thank you, Phoenix. I was like, about ready to just do that myself, yeah. Oh, I took a big drink on that one. Thank you, Phoenix.
You taste a small sip of the rehydration potion. Water seems to be the main and probably the only ingredient.
Hey, Sims, welcome in. I guess I definitely will do another mission. Welcome to Wing Commander Privateer. I was feeling I did not do Claw. Did finish Wing Commander 3, though. Yay! Got one done on stream finally. Yep. Oh! Grains. Grains are cheap. Although the foods are only 14. Surprised, grains usually the cheaper. Wood. Mining base don't really need liquor. Don't know if they really want that in a mining base. Because there are preferred commodities for each base type. So liquor is probably going to be more at your pleasure plants, maybe. Same thing like pets at a mining base? Probably not. Yeah. As much as we want to bring the joy of puppers and kitties to other people, probably don't want them at a mining base. Generic foods are pretty cheap. If you right click, you'll actually clear out the inventory. Well, based on how much space you got. So we have 100 space. I can right click, buy all 50. So you don't have to click 50 times to buy it. They at least thought about that. Since we won't do any cargo missions, I might as well load up on the grain too. So right click, and buy now 50. And we can see 50 of that, 50 of that. So we just gotta land at a mining base, and we should make a decent little profit on that. And that'll help towards repairs. That's one of the things that's kind of keep in mind, like, yeah, it's not exciting work, and maybe you may not get the most amount of profit on it, depending on where you go and what you bought it at. But at the same time, those little bits might help with your repair costs. Even the small little costs can get offset by some commodity training. So before we do take any missions, though, because sometimes they are unpredictable. Sims, why are you sad about hobos? Hobos? Or is that Hobo? Like Hobo Hotel or something? Don't ask me to be in the know. I don't know. I'm just a sad little nerd playing games. Alright, patrol mission. It's good money, and we're getting a little better, but I'd feel better if we had some missile launchers instead. Oh, Hobbs. I was like, hobos. Hobbes. Yeah, you know, like Calvin and Hobbes. Also Hobbes the philosopher, which is the same joke that they made in Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah, they basically just scramble his brain and put a second personality in there. Waited 2 whole games to activate him. So I guess it's good that you weren't here for us to get our revenge on. Patrol. That's parry system, that's why it's so much. Defend the base, Achilles. Well, we'll need to go to a mining base, so we might as well take that one. Sorry, Sims, it was either Hobbes was going to kill us or we took care of him. Scout mission. Let's check a little bit of this. Oh, it's still bothering me a little bit. That's the thing about, like, I'm probably not going to be streaming too late. 1, because it's Sunday and I got work tomorrow, but 2, also, I did not wake up in the best throat condition. Alright, scouting missions. Scouting missions do not necessarily have to have anything there, or they may be very dangerous. That is the risk involved with a scout mission. You just have to get to the nav point, but we don't have Afterburner. Next purchase. So it could be empty and it's free money, or it could be hella dangerous, or anything in between. Let's see what else we got here. Bounty, we can't leave the system yet. Attack mission, Troy, retro presence. 5,000 credits. Check the scout mission. Well, let's try it. This is why we say before and after taking missions. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, somebody's down here. Please don't tell me this is... Nope, this is not one of our navigational points. This is just a bonus. Somebody trying to kill us. Pirates. Except now we gotta worry about that automatic landing zone.
This crate's about to explode.
Now entering an
Yeah,
automatic
that's the
landing
problem.
zone.
Because I don't have afterburners to get away from the planet, I gotta do this kind of slowly. While they take pot shots at my butt. Let's see how much more we can fire our gun at that engine upgrade, though. Get this one away from me. Alright, we got one of them. Oh, that's the planet. Right. This is why the engine upgrade was one of my top priorities. Fire a lot more without worrying about running down their shields or anything. I can probably take them out with guns now that can fire enough. So joystick, it cooperates. Yeah. Yes, there was Sims. I don't agree with it. Like, there's some things that I have with time information realized, like, okay, like they didn't have the rights to appearances and things like that for the movie. There was too much of a, you know, I was gonna say dick swinging, but I don't know if there was anything involved with that. Yeah, they weren't licensed to get the actual character designs from Wing Commander. I don't know if it was Electronic Arts being assholes or what, but so like if you don't know that background, you're just like, what the hell did they do to everything? Nothing looks like the way it did. Well, if they didn't have the rights to the ship designs and enemy designs, then yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I think the game's probably a little loud here. Just realized how much louder I was talking and try to talk over it. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, the movie's okay. They kind of expanded out on some of the other lore and like re-injected it, but like it's not like basically there's a group of people called pilgrims. I believe that they were early explorers, and they kind of gave them supernatural navigation abilities. Like they just had a sense about how to navigate space. But apparently there was some, I forget if it was an actual war or what. They, let's say they're not enemies, but people have a bad impression of the pilgrims. None of that is in any of the games. It was in the books. I don't know if it was just expanded lore that they wanted to add. You know, just like how Star Wars had the extended universe, if they were trying to do something like that. But yeah, there are things that are just not in the Wing Commander games, lore-wise, that's in the movie, and don't necessarily agree with all the choices. And then you've got, starring in it is Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard. Both of whom, I've said this on either MIFA or V-Stream, probably V-Stream, both of them are actors who could definitely act. But that era, we're just like, why are these two rom-com people the leads in Wing Commander? Like, why? Why? But like, if looking at their actual history and everything like that, they are decent actors, and they have shown that they have got chops beyond that era of their careers. So I'm not gonna hate on them, but like, just again, the choices at that time where everybody was like, why? And then Chris Roberts, you know, the main guy and director behind it, is like, oh yeah, if I had made Wing Commander today, this is exactly how I would have made it. And we're like, what, excuse me? This is what you would have done? Well, I'm glad you didn't. Yeah, I call it, I don't want to say it's like B-movie because that almost gives it too much credit, but almost like B-movie sci-fi. Like, it's okay, but like, not necessarily the worst movie in the world, but I don't think it's a great representation of what Wing Commander is. That'd be my final word on it. Alright, now to our actual... Oh, jeez. Because the one outside the base was not part of our mission loadout. They were just there looking to attack people leaving the planet. Wow, it's so nice to be able to use my guns. Paid for these Mason blasters, I feel like I didn't use them until now. Let the missile hit elsewhere. Don't like that sound. That means money. That's one missile down. He's probably gonna fire his other one. Nope.
Can it be? Has the god of man abandoned us?
No, other missile. Okay, took it on the right side. No damage. Good. You can see Helen's back over there. You can see how close it was, yeah. Now, unlike the pirates, we do have to worry about these guys ramming into us. Because, yeah, they're that kind. Worth it to them to take out one person by ramming them. So as they take more damage, they'll be more inclined to ram you. I wonder why you're seeing it jump. Yeah, calibration has not been great for the joystick. Alright, got him. Yep, see? That's the plant we just left from. You can see how far we are from there. But I don't think we actually got credit for that one yet. Nope, because we're not actually there yet. Not unread, and it's also still marked red. Gotta make sure we fulfill the requirements of the mission to get paid.
Well, somebody better give me some money.
Yeah. It's the thing about being freelance, whether you're police or privateer. Alright, did that count enough? Oh yeah, it's no longer red. Alright, this one is our scout mission. So there may or may not be something there. And then defend the base will be our last one. As we make our way through the system on these nav points. Oh, that blue sphere is a jump point, if you're wondering what that is. Nobody here. Alright, so we just have to run through the nav point and we will get our... that'll count as credit for us. I'm looking at the range on the top monitor. And then the goes. And we're through it. It'll count for a little sooner than that, but yeah. And yeah, because of how this all plots out, you could do this in other Wing Commander games, but wasn't really necessary. If you know, let's say like, there's an asteroid field right here, let's say, just, you could fly out towards away, even if there wasn't another nav point to officially navigate to, you could go take a path around and avoid it. Or if you know there's going to be a, not a blockade, but an ambush, you can fly around. So, like, your position in this map, that white dot is really where you are in here. And you can fly past the screen here. It ain't gonna get you anything, but you can technically do it. Alright, let's go to Achilles' base, defend the base, and make some money.
Traitor to humanity, feel our wrath.
Alright, another one. Let's not go towards the base. Because if we land, then that will nullify the mission. We will have failed it. Yeah, I'm not surprised I got a Parker gun. And missile. Right behind us. Another missile. Didn't want the gunfire and the missile to hit our front. Alright, that's 2 missiles, they're out. God, have I even used any torpedoes yet? Oh, that was my locker one. That's fine. Nope, I gotta remember to rebind that. Still using the Wing Commander 3. I did use a couple torpedoes, okay. Yeah, I know. What time for me to decide to check, huh? Yeah, no. You're not running into me. Nope, you're not running into me. So I said, I'll let you just crash right on. Alright, taking enough damage here. Alright, they're gone. Ah, alright. Destination. Report damage. Generators and maneuvering damage. Guns were untouched. Launchers got a little toasted. Armor didn't take a lot of hits, so this is probably some light damage. If you try to talk to the bases, they don't respond. They're too busy.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Alright. Take our commodities. 34. We bought those for 15. So, yoink. And we bought these for 16, and they're going to sell for 25. So yeah, not a bad little bit of profit there. And again, goes towards those repair costs. Alright, what's the damage? Torpedo launcher, nothing. Maneuvering jets a little bit, but not too much. Engine upgrade, got a little hit. Not bad. Honestly, really not that bad. Just so I know what I'm aiming for. Because this would be 50,000, okay. That'd be probably my next major upgrade. Would be the radar system. Let's also get a couple of torpedoes. Yeah, actually that one went very well. Even with the extra attack from leaving the base. Yeah, afterburners. So let's go ahead and get those. Just helps us speed things up along. 3,000. That's worth it. Now we can boost. Yay! It uses the same energy pool as the guns and shields, so yeah, keep that in mind. But with the again, because we're balanced on shields and engine upgrade, I'm not too worried. And it's just nice to be able to get some kind of afterburner, whether it's to, even though the Tarsus is nowhere near the fastest ship, just having some ability to get through a nav point faster for those scout missions. Draw to try to get away from a base so you don't accidentally land there. There's reasons to still want the afterburners early on. If you want to talk about things that are ingrained in my head, try to buy any ship in this conversation. Yes. Costs. If I remember correctly, the Orion costs 75,000. Galaxy is 125,000 or 150,000. And then the Centurion is 200,000. That's if I recall correctly. Well, let's see, right?
I hate to break it to you, but we've checked your account. And you don't have enough credits to buy this ship. She sure is a fine ship, though, isn't she? Listen, I want to make a sale. You want to make a purchase. Let's look at the facts. You know the retail of this ship. I can use your ship for trade-in, plus your extras. Including your cash on hand, that still leaves you short. Go get some more cash and come back when you're ready to deal, okay? And don't feel embarrassed. These things happen.
Yeah, because there was a point where I had the CD, but I had lost the manual, so I did not know what the prices of the ships were. So I'd be like, can I afford it yet? Can I afford it yet? Can I afford it yet? That was back in the day, of course, before we had replacement documents and information online. Yeah, so that spiel is one of those forever memories. I hate to break it to you, but we checked your account. You don't have enough credits to buy this ship. Go get some more cash and come back when you're ready to deal, okay? And don't feel embarrassed. These things happen. So that's the great thing. Like, they're not like insulting you, but it's just like, oh man. Then the surprise once you can afford it. You're like, wait, they're saying something different. Alright, unload my commodities already. Did I save? I'm pretty sure I just saved, but alright. Maybe one more before we call it a night. Why do I feel like I'm gonna say that a lot? Gemini sector. Go. Troy patrol. I mean, we're not bad for armaments now, like and being able to defend ourselves. Could potentially do a patrol mission. Achilles. I think we're at Achilles. Kill Rathy? Oh no! Oh no! 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 Not with this ship. Not with this loadout. No. Kilrathi's ships have very strong shields, and that whole flat design of the Dralfi, you think it's hard to hit those talons when they're at their thinnest. You haven't seen nothing on Kilrathi Dralfi. Yeah, they're hard to hit. Their shields take a beating, and they are no slouches at shooting you. Yeah, you do not want to go up against Kilrathi this early. I am surprised it's even... Well, that's what the nature of randomization. They randomize these missions, so Kilrathi's in the pool, and whatever percentage they assign to it. Attack. Okay, Troy system. Alright, we're not doing the defend the base. And we'll do the scout. Alright. Okay, this friendly's out. Let's go 3, then we'll go to 8, and then 6. So we end up back at the agricultural base to get some more grain and food. Oh, is this a scout mission? Yep, scout mission. But just because we arrived here, doesn't count until we get through the nav point. So now we use our handy dandy afterburners. Alright. Again, well, the things that are very nice to have. Alright, this is the attack mission, so there's definitely going to be somebody here. It's like only one, no more targets. I can use the afterburners. Avoid some of the gunfire. Avoid the missiles, but... Okay. Both missiles out. No damage to the armor yet. Not in bad shape. Who are you? Pirate. Okay. Shouldn't have to worry about a pirate running into us. Where are you? If you kind of been paying attention, the pirates and the retros do have a little bit of a different flying pattern. And there is actually a color-coded ring on the ships, of the Talon ships. Good luck trying to identify that in the middle of gameplay, but like pirates, retros, and the militia all use different color, different pattern rings.
Damn, you're ripping me apart!
Dang it, joystick, come on. Jeez, come on. There we go. Why waste a torpedo if you don't need to, right? That's 15 credits, man. Those add up. No damage report because missiles didn't get through the shields. And make sure we got credit for the mission. Yep. We got the credit. Let's go to Helen and land. Just merchant.
Business treating you well?
This is good.
How's it going, friend?
Yeah, because we've been killing pirates, the merchants are feeling pretty comfortable around us. Yeah, let's get around them, though. Don't accidentally run into a drayman. Although, contrary to the original Wing Commander, these draymen take a heck of a beating. Their shield generators are really powerful.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Alright. Let's confirm what should be the case as... nothing to repair. Oh, love to see it, don't you? And that's what's so great about this. Like, you get that personal connection to everything that's happened out there. Like, in Wing Commander 3, like, you got some fun characters, and you got some, you know, fun-to-fly ships. But when it's your ship, and you've got the connection to, like, okay, this, oh, I hit that, oh, that hit, oh, I'm gonna have to check on that later. You know, it's like, you get that connection, and that relief when you haven't taken any damage. You're like, oh, yes, pure profit. That's what's so great about this. Like, it's not an exciting space epic. And it's a slow burn to start. But you see, like, how we started with, like, guns that barely worked because the engines weren't upgraded yet. To now we've got afterburners. You know, we've got fully functioning weapons to get our proper generation of the engines. Like, you feel these upgrades. Like, and that just, like, is part of, like, yes, I made this choice and it works, it's great, or it doesn't, and you go and sell it and try something else. Like, that's what's so great about this. That's why a lot of people who end up trying it really enjoy it. Ah, see, this is why I expected the price of grains to be. Usually the grains are cheaper than the foods, and that is the case, 12 versus 19. Luxury foods, 31. So, in theory, the higher priced goods will sell for more on a base that's looking for them. But I don't know. Again, when you land on another base, you're not going to know what the prices are going to be. It's most likely we're going to see a profit because these don't seem to be outrageous prices at all. But like, I think I'll just go for full grain load. Like 107, so I can pick up the full 100. Boom. I don't think there's anything I need to buy. I was like, I could do a cargo expansion potentially. Yeah. But you can't carry the cargo expansion between ships. That's something to also consider is like your some things will transfer between like your radar, but a lot of this other stuff will not. So it may not be worth it, especially if I go the route I usually go. End up with a Centurion. As you can see, we're not doing the worst of our current loadout. Enough for us to kind of grind out some jobs and build up some credits. I won't go to missile launchers yet. Not until I get the radar upgrade. Joystick calibration. If I try to counterbalance it by putting it over. What if I need more of a dead zone? No. Okay. I put my thumb on the thumbstick to keep it center while I'm looking through here, so it doesn't annoy me. I don't have room for a tractor beam. Since there's no rear turret or any kind of turret on the Tarsus, I would have to give up one of my torpedo launchers in order to outfit the tracker beam out front instead. But since we don't have, we're not seeing a lot of dropped cargo out in the Troy system, because I mean this is, I don't want to say the poor sector, but basically like this is your less threatening and less space-fared. Because in other other sectors, quadrants, I think that's what I was going to try saying. I mixed the two up into one word. Yeah, one of the other quadrants. Let's see. It should actually be. Is it in Potter or is it in Ferris? I think it's in Potter. No, it's gotta be in Ferris because I think it's in Clark. Man, I'm starting to forget the map. It's been that long since I played Privateer. But yeah, there'll be other systems of more actual traveled spaces, which makes sense when you think about here's the Kilrathi border, about the full one here. Kilrathi are right here, so the further away, the less of your trading activity is going to happen to keep, you know, people are closer to the danger, fed and supplied, and also Confed, the military, does exist in this quadrant. Not this quadrant. Not really gonna see him here. It'd be rare if we saw him in our Humboldt quadrant here, which is down over here. But I mean in this I don't want to say sector. Yeah. Yeah, so they're out there. The good guy military that we were playing in Wing Commander 3 does exist out there. But they're going to be closer to the Kilrathi front, usually. But yeah, so your main money makers are going to be actually... Oh, jump drive, right, yeah. That's what I was like, what was I looking for next? Jump drive. How much is a jump drive? 10,000? It is 10,000. Okay. So now we've got a little bit of a choice. We can consider leaving the quadrant. to start trying to make some cargo runs, make some money. But of course, as we're shipping out cargo, pirates always get wind of the cargo and they kind of want it for themselves. We don't have the fastest ship. We are not outrunning anybody, unfortunately. So we can't outrun anybody, which means we have to basically fight. While we're not in a bad position, anybody who has those particle cannons at our mission points in the system, those become the standard outside of here. So instead of one person with a particle cannon, they'll hurt us more than the other ones. The laser mass driver combo. You're going to start seeing 2 and 3 groups of ships with particle cannons. So that becomes more of a problem. So it's either you become really good in a fight or you get really good at dodging. You can get lucky and have basically nothing happen. But usually your jump in on the system destination is going to be where you run into problems. Or sometimes at the destination itself, the planet or base. I mean, that is basically our next upgrade point, so I think I will get the jump drive right now. Because, I mean, it'd be the next thing I'd upgrade anyway. And that will transfer between ships. The jump drive is something that will. Cargo expansion won't, because that's configured specifically for the ship itself. But jump drive will carry over. So even if we upgrade our ship, this is a purchase that's going to stick with us anyway. And very important for us to make our way around this place anyway. Because if we want to find out what's going on out here. Did that probably save? That probably did, but usually I have to hit save. Okay, save game system. Alright. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little too tired. Let's see. Cargo, anything? How much does it cost? It's only 1,000. So I think it's 5,000 for Merchants Guild membership. I think it's 1,000 for. Let's find out.
Hi, how are you? I'd like to invite you to join our guild. We broker for the most reputable clients. That means we guarantee your work and your compensation. The Merchants Guild primarily schedules cargo runs, but we also place big bounties on pilots that attack our own members. It will only cost you 1,000 credits to join our ranks. How about it?
Yeah, we can swing that.
Great! We will automatically debit the service fee from your current banking system. The Merchants Guild appreciates your business. Thanks for joining. You'll be glad you did.
You'll be glad you did. Yep, and that is a one-time fee. Like, it's not depending on, like, in-system or quadrant. No, throughout this whole, keep blinking on the name of it. What is it? No, not Troy system. Not Humboldt. Gemini. That's what it is. The Gemini sector. So that membership is throughout the whole Gemini sector. So all 4 quadrants. I'm gonna take a cargo run though. I'm gonna have to sell my cargo back, unfortunately, because I need room. Can't do a cargo run if there's no space in there to take it. Disc 1, junction system, Maryland, Padre system, very naval base. Oh, I almost made a rookie mistake. Where's the ship dealer? Because in order to navigate out there, you need a map. Otherwise, your navigation system is going to be empty and you won't know where to go. Good luck trying to navigate that. So it's 5,000 for that. Okay, so let's sell our existing map and get the package deal, because otherwise they're 2,000 a piece. So even buying the other ones is 6,000 versus 5,000. Plus we just sold our other map for 1,000. So technically it's only costing us the cost of 2 maps for the rest of the 3. Better deal. Gotta do your wheeling and dealing. Alright, I don't think I used any torpedoes, so it should be good. Yep. Alright, so we're loaded up for bear. Let's save. Because that would have been embarrassing. Take the mission, jump out. It's like, oh, new quadrants? Oh, we don't know how to map for that. I'll be like, damn it. Oh yeah, and Wing Commander Privateer, there's no ejection. What are you going to do? Who's going to pick you up? Nobody. So the best you can do is self-destruct. Yeah. Do I want any of these? Junction. Padre system. Very naval base. Probably get attacked, but at the same time, might get a confed ship in the area to help out. Not that we can call for help, but there just might be one in the area. Why not? Alright, and we'll do our post exception save. Do one reload to reload the missions available. Just see if we get something else repairing naval base. Not that we're gonna survive this one, but hey, let's see if we can get more money. Junction, Regalis. Smart. Nah, okay. Not gonna spend a lot of time. Alright, let's see if we can make this run or not. And you see at the very top above our autopilot light, we have a fuel gauge for our jump drive. So afterburners don't use fuel, but our jump does. We have a limited number of jumps we can do. So we have to plan accordingly. Go out to the quadrant system. Harry's over and yeah. So Harry. Probably need to go to Junction. Is yeah, called Junction because it is pretty much connected to a lot of major areas. Jesus, joystick's getting bad. At least the calibration is. XN1, then calm down, cursor. XXN to New Detroit, then probably New Constantinople. So Penderstar Junction. Junction will probably get to New Constantinople, but that's not connected directly to Perry Naval. So probably from up there. Newcastle is. Oh, you just... Okay, hang on. Calibrate again. It's at least a little better. Quadrant map. Why am I doing this the hard way? Wing Commander, Privateer, Gemini map. Come on. There we go. Okay. Alright. Perry Naval Base is connected to Newcastle, New Detroit. That's about it from that side. Because we're in Troy right now. One, two, yeah, way too many jumps. Junction, no, Troy. Regalis, Sherwood. You know, a lot of pirate activity out that direction, though. So I think our path is going to go down through Penderstar to Junction. And Junction could either go over into the right side, or we could go up to... So basically I could go from Troy to Penders to Junction, and from Junction we could go up to, did I read that right? Yeah, to Nexus. So we go to Nexus here, and then we could head over to the right, and then Tingerhoff and Perry. So that's one way we can go around. Or we can go to Junction 119 CE and head over to XXN 1727, New Detroit, and then it just seems like an extra few jumps there. Might be the safer way though. Let's try to go through Nexus. Why not? So we gotta go. So I don't think we can go directly up to Nexus. Yeah, that's far few too many jumps probably. We probably make it, but jeez. Even when I'm pushing all the way right, it's still fighting me to go left. There's a reason why I probably used keyboard for so long. Alright. Alright, so we need to go to Penderstar. So the blue ones are marked as jump points. Penderstar is all the way at nav 3. Alright, seems like it's calm in space at least.
Maybe we can do business sometime.
Hey, another Tarsus. Which one? I don't know.
Good to see a friendly ship.
Good to see a friendly ship. Yep, so that's what our schematic actually looks like. Alright, that's good that this is safe. Because when you're doing a jump, it takes time for the jump drive to rev up. So you gotta be in the blue sphere, and then you gotta stay put for a little bit while everybody else can still do what they're doing. So it's good to do it in friendly circles. Jump. Alright. I'm gonna try to do like what I said about navigating around, because I know for a fact that Navigation Point 2 has an asteroid field in it. So what I'm gonna try to do is skirt around it, like out this way, and then go back to nav 1. So you can basically make your own nav points. But let's mark... No, we can mark what nav 1 is, because it's a straight line through, so... Oop, I never put my guns on. Rookie mistake. Who's out here? You are, I'm assuming, retros. Oh shit. We can avoid that missile, maybe? Nope. Nah. Jesus, a lot of them out here. There are 4 out here? Jeez. Alright, got 1. What's this one here? Yeah, there was 3 out here total. Nope, the ram. Got him.
Deliver us, O Lord, for we are in need.
Alright. Port damage. Yeah, everything got a little toasted on that one. Dang it. Not our guns. Surprisingly, we didn't take a hit from the front, but everything else took a little bit of a hit. Luckily, maneuvering's still okay. Our max speed took a little bit of a hit, which is not fun. Right. Let's try to do this the boring way. Luckily, we got an afterburner. I would not try to do this without afterburner. It would take way too long. Because automatic pilot always takes you in the direct route, like a direct straight line. So if you want to go on a curved path, then you have to make your own way, or use another nav point. Because we don't have another nav point to use, gotta make our own way. But it's either this or deal with asteroids. And contrary to Wing Commander 3, these asteroids are dangerous. Our limited shields, oh man, our even max shields got hit because they're not going all the way to the outstretches of the monitor there. So yeah, our maximum shields have been damaged in that one fight, and we're barely out of the Troy system, as you saw. Alright, are we far enough away? Oh shoot, maybe not. Maybe we need to do this a little closer. Now, luckily when everything's at full charge already, afterburners basically use so little energy comparatively. I kinda wish I had a repair droid right about now. Didn't have the money for a repair droid yet. Where are we? Just a little bit further. But you can see how far we came in from nav 3, and now we basically almost completely, I was gonna say sideswipe, but that's not the right. Sidetracked the entire, nav point entirely. I don't know, call it one of the early beginner traps, just the fact that, like, the asteroids are right there. Yeah, they're not stationary. They come at you in this one. The asteroids, that is. So, having asteroids to deal with this early on could mean one hit and we're dead. Which is why, okay. That should be a pretty straight shot to nav 1 now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. See a blue sphere.
Just a passing merchant. Don't get jumpy.
Keep my mouth shut, I'm best to. You know, that's not merchant conversation, so. God, there's so many of them here. Oh, shit. Aren't you going after the other merchant? Waiting for that missile to hit. React. That's... Jeez. Oh, no.
You're nailed, pal.
No, I think we're making this one, guys.
Yeah, you're nailed, pal.
Maybe we were better off going the other way. Oh, yeah, our maneuvering is basically screwed. Yeah. Thanks, Drayman. Glad you could help, buddy. I wonder if we're on the crosshairs for some of that. Probably not. They like to come after you. Alright. Let's try again. God, we're getting attacked right out of the gate. More pirates. Away from the plant a little bit, too. Will they leave us alone? They are. Surprising. Basically in the wrong direction, but hey. Well, let's see if that's enough to get us to bypass that. One less fight is all the better. More pirates. Those are probably the ones we left behind. Alright, they'll leave us alone. That is why he wanted afterburners, even if you're still not the fastest ship. I think the shields will auto-recharge between automatic pilot, or at least the distance it takes. Alright, these ones we're going to have to fight. That's Achilles' base. No, there's a galaxy out there. So there's a merchant here. Alright, that missile will end up missing us. Alright, got one.
satisfied customer.
Hey. So yeah, that's the second ship. The one was for 125,000.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
It's alright. You helped me out. There it is. Yep, that is one of the ships that we can get. And you can see that that one has turrets. Actually, the Galaxy has top and bottom turrets, so this one's only got it listed as rear turret. 2 front guns. That shows 3 launchers. I don't know if that's correct, though. Alright. I wish it was still Saturday. Preparing the jump. Jump to junction. Ah!
You're clear to pass.
Militia! Yay! First appearance of the militia. Where are they? There. Yep, as you can see, they use the exact same ship, which is why you see me going on the communications. Collect the patrol.
Let me know if you hit trouble in my quad.
Alright. Oh, yeah, right. Gonna do my... Because I really want to avoid those asteroids. It says we don't know what's waiting for us at the jump to junction, as you saw last time. Again, another great thing about the freedom in this is that you can fly the way you want to. We're flying a little too close to that. We'll go out a little further. Yeah, because automatic pilot is just a quick jump between what you would have ran into. So, I mean, if you get there manually, you still will run into whatever was there. How are we doing now? Better. I'll go for a little bit before I hit the automatic pilot. We're doing pretty good to avoid that asteroid field, though. So how's everybody doing out there? Seeing this and kind of piqued any interest in Wing Commander Privateer? If you like the idea of this, but maybe you're just not into an older game or want something a little bit more modern that fixes some issues that you could run into with this one. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. It goes on sale fairly frequently, especially if you go to... Oh, what's the name of that site? Fanatical. Not sponsored. But it's just one of those, like, if you're into PC gaming at all, you should know your alternative storefronts anyway, because sales may be on one store, but not on another. Fanatical's another one of those ones you can trust. They'll usually have a double pack for like just like a couple of bucks of Rebel Galaxy 1 and 2. So yeah, like there's a real easy way to get that without having to spend like the full thing. Or Wing Commander Privateers available for a couple bucks themselves on sale as well. So at least currently right now it's about for like $250 on GOG. Or if you just have alternative ways like these guys, for instance, might use. Oh, I think there's a militia out here. There's somebody shooting at this ship. One down. Alright, are you friendly? Nope, you are. See? All systems good luck with the patrol, which means, yeah, gotta tell by the what's happening with the responses, so you don't accidentally shoot the wrong people. Which is why that iris, why the radar is my next big investment. Just having to do this in the middle of battle is not fun. Try to accidentally ram into him too. Get out of this crossfire a little bit.
Militia to base. Enemy dispatched.
There we go. Yep, luck of the draw. EP Phoenix? Kind of a nap EP or just long sleep? I was real tired today. Just partly why I started earlier than normal, because I slept a little bit too much of the day away. Yeah, I know how that is, though. Which is why I wish it was still Saturday. We got fun. Alright, we are going to Nexus. That's the way we said we want to go. Let's get out of the sphere here. Let's see if we can avoid this or not. Ow! Nope, there goes our shield generator. I knew as soon as I saw that there was still a missile lock when our rear shields were gone. We had good luck and then bad luck. Drat. Wonder if we should drop this one. Maybe trying to head into the territory of Perry Naval Base ain't exactly the best idea. Oh, look how cheap the grain is. Now look how expensive the food is. Let's check the missions. This is why it's important to do. Although these cargo runs, if you land at the wrong base. New Detroit. Okay. New Detroit. New Reno. There's 2 New Detroit missions, though. Both those were for the actual New Detroit base, right? New Detroit and New Detroit. Yep. New Detroit, New Detroit. Okay. Let's try that instead. Maybe just heading into territories or towards Perry Naval Base is just too much. Right. Do 1 reload. 13, 11. Say there's slightly less. Did I say first? I think I did. I'll do that before I load, though. Refresh the missions available. Because while the Merchant's Guild does pay more than the standard mission computer, you can still get an idea of how dangerous a mission is. Yeah, just the 2. I'll do 1 more quick reload, but if we don't get anything more for New Detroit, then we'll call it done. Oh, I guess I should point this out. Kind of similar with Wing Commander 3, there is an unlimited ammo and an invulnerability option. However, this will nullify your mission, meaning you will fail it if you use either of these. So if you just wander around doing things, then like you're doing your own cargo, I guess if you just wanted to do like commodity trading, you could turn those on, and your only problem would just be planetary docking fees. Yeah. But if you're taking any kind of mission, whether it's story, from a guild member, or from the mission computer, use any of these, it will nullify it as a failure. So you will not get paid. But they're there. If you're not on a mission, they can save you, as I've had later in the story. Saved my butt, I'll tell you that. Oh, Phoenix, I know that way too well. It's like, I don't want to go to bed because that means work comes sooner. That was odd. Yeah, so very rare, but you can find a cargo mission in the same system. Well, I said that's pretty rare to see that. No. Alright, I did a couple of refreshes. I guess we just have the 2 for New Detroit. And 28 space. New Detroit. I don't know if there's anything in particular I remember that they want for commodity, so I'll just try to do this as just mission cargo. Yeah, that's why I see me fight sometimes to stay awake. Phoenix is like, I just don't want work to come back again. Alright. We still gotta go the same way. Fender Star to Junction. But Junction will go to New Constantinople, which will then allow us to go to New Detroit. Or we can go to... I think there's an extra jump there. Yeah, 11.9 CE. So Junction, New Constantinople to New Detroit. That should be our pathing. Fender Star. Let's see if we have better luck this time. Ah, Bounty Hunter.
Welcome to the Happy Hunting Grounds.
Hey, said the line. That is a demon ship, if I recall correctly. Only the bounty hunters have it, not one of the ones we can have. At least if you see that, you know it's for sure a bounty hunter. Yep, 3 missile launchers and 2 guns. It's no slouch. You don't want to be on that bad side. Welcome to the Happy Hunting Grounds. Just made sure my guns are good. Just don't know what's on the other side. And we're doing this and we're getting attacked. No surprise. Well, burns, I know. Maybe I can avoid this one. They seem to be falling to the wayside. Yep, alright. Now it's just a matter of us doing our usual run away from the nav point. To it. Maybe take this way around. The energy come back a little bit. Alright, we are the... No, we'll probably skirt it, so it's not. Still low. Maybe it'll be okay now. Let's try it. I'll find out quick if I'm wrong. We gotta fight. Oh, we got militia. Come on. Here. Damn it. Lock. You assholes. Oh, good shot. Alright, you're not attacking me. You're attacking me. Communications, yep. Dingle up. Yeah, I'll crossfire a little bit. Or generators, maneuvering jets. I need to recalibrate again. Alright. Not the worst. Launcher got a little toasted. Alright. We're gonna try and get to... I don't hear the evil music, so... New Constantinople. Weapon, not... Alright, who's out here? Merchants? Yeah, merchants. Okay. Draymans. Here's the navigation point. Yeah, if you see how the shield's like a gradient of color rather than like the squiggle lines, that just goes to show you how many layers of shield they got. A lot more, as I said. I think we got militia, yep. Go look at the patrol.
We got this sector bottled tight, friend.
I think that made the calibration worse, jeez. That is the problem with a modern analog stick. the full 360s, it's hard to tell what's upper left, specific the top of the upper left and the top of the lower right. Or furthest, I should say. It's not like it slots into a corner. New Detroit. There you are. I guess that's more militia. Yep.
Let me know if you hit trouble in my quad.
New Detroit. Alright. Hunters. Alright. Bounty hunters. Alright. This may be hopeful. We might make this one. As we get destroyed on the other side. Probably something waiting for us here, because this is our destination. New Detroit. Not immediately attacked?
Militia here. Stick to your flight path.
Glad to see him. Alright, and we could try to make a race run for the planet, even though, again, we're not the fastest, but hey, it's something better than nothing. Screw it.
You're about to suck void, buddy.
Run!
Now
Void
entering an
guns.
automatic landing zone.
Come on. Alright. We made it somewhere else. Welcome to New Detroit. As Joke says, looks like old Detroit, hey? That's one of the communication things. Yeah. Very much a city. Oh, check our credits and finances. We're up to 30,000 credits now. Can I afford that better for the ship dealer? See, New Detroit's got different stylizing in their building as well. Because they are a unique planet. Not sell. Did I use any? I think I used one. Yeah, one torpedo. Because that's 50. How much is mine? So 20. Perfect. So my old radar and Hunter AW. Now we'll be able to easily tell if somebody's friendly or hostile. All right. Good upgrade. Again, another one that will carry between ships, so definitely worth it. You can see how these all start to build up. These upgrades. Merchants. Oh, commodity exchange. I'm like, where's the commodity exchange? Well, gee, chat, I wonder where the commodity exchange is. Nah, I didn't buy anything. Alright, we at least made it off planet, and I'm glad to have done so. At least we made some progress. Yeah. Also, New Detroit. Hey, a bar with somebody at the frontier. Sandoval. This is where your storyline begins. If you're ready to start on the story path, like, you're not locked into it. Like, obviously, you do one mission at a time. But, yeah, if you wanted to start your mission path, then this is where you would go to start and talk to Sandoval. Otherwise, you could talk to the bartender for basic chat and things like that.
Hey, you ever been to New Detroit? Ever hear of a guy named Sandoval? Me and him are tight. But I tell you, lately he's been acting real weird. Hell, we've been pals a long time, but I ain't heard stat from him. No one has in weeks. Listen, if you ever dock at New Detroit, Be sure to look up Sandoval for me, will you?
Maybe this isn't New Detroit. Yeah, it is. Like, you can that kind of information that could happen from any of the bartenders. So if you're talking to the bartenders, this would have been kind of like your hints, like, hey, somebody of importance. Hey, New Detroit, maybe you should check it out. That's fine and funny that we're right here in New Detroit. Alright, that's the note I think we gotta go out on.